What's going on, people with seats?
Jen.
And welcome back to Old Head Young Boy. But we have a conversation. So, first of all, I would like to say happy holidays to everyone. Hope if you celebrate Christmas, hope you enjoy your Christmas. New Year's, I hope you guys brought in the New Year's well with your family. So, it's an ongoing topic in my house. And we always go back and forth. And people probably been talking about this forever. No pun intended. But do you guys think that slavery, is it a mindset? Do you guys still think that we're still going through a slave state of mind as we speak right now? In some sense, I still think like it's still a mindset. Things have been put in place for people that look like us, keep us in the situation that we're in. Even though I know we can make come-ups, and we do make come-ups, but I still think it's certain things that keeps us in the situation and trying to prosper still stems from the years of slavery and still carry on now. My son is going to think a little differently, so you can hear his aside.
I mean, I do believe that slavery is a mindset of today. I feel as though a lot of people still have a slave state of mind. I feel as though that I agree with what he said, that it is designed for African Americans to have to work harder for the same amount of opportunities, and things are designed for you to not be able to prosper and cherish in certain ways. But I also feel as though that the situation is really what you make of it. That you need to work twice as hard, but if you work twice as hard to the goal, you're going to see the same results.
But how do you see that same result? Like, if you're still working, but like we was talking about when me and your mommy were talking about, the same person, like African American, go buy a home and he gets charged a higher interest rate versus a white counterpart. He's working just as hard as this guy, but he's going to have to pay more for this resident. How is that?
That's what you just missed. Not working just as hard.
Just
twice as hard.
Twice as hard? Okay, I'm sorry about that. That's my bad. Sorry about that. But like twice as hard, but then that's still not fair then, right?
Well, America wasn't built on fairness. America was built on
racism and on our backs. And I think that's where I'm coming from. So, but when people say you can't run back to, slavery, and you guys are always leaning on that. Yeah, no. I think this country has always need to have that idea, like, we have to lean on slavery. Like, this is what happened. This is the reason why we're still back. You had 400-year head start. You got a chance to get everything that you want. Like, it was like when we was talking about the Monopoly game. It was like you got 400 turns to go around. You monopolized the game. But I heard somebody say that, and I was like, when you really think about it, it really made sense to me. Like, wow, I'll go around this board 400 times. I get to collect 200 every time from go, and I get to buy up all the property. Then I'm going to let you play. And then, like, you land on this, so then you still, you understand what I'm saying?
I mean, I get where you're coming from.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like, so when we're in these situations, and then when we're like, how come you guys can't pull yourself up by your bootstrap? Well, we never had boots. We pull ourselves up. That's I guess that's what I'm trying to say, like in a nutshell. It's like they always try to look at we use slavery as a cop-out. But every time you look at stuff they bring up every time Pearl Harbor start, or not Pearl Harbor, the Holocaust, we always have to sit there and you hear that. So why not we can't bring up slavery and the terrible things that you did in slavery? Do you know in Germany that the German kids that had nothing to do with this, they have to learn this in school? They have to learn about everything that their forefathers have done to the Jews, and they have to practice and they have to study it so it don't happen again. You ever knew that?
I haven't heard of that.
They haven't heard of that. Every Jew person that was from Germany, when they had to be taken out of their homes, they had plaques of the family members' names right there that lived in the house right there. They still got some offsprings that's still collecting from the Holocaust, their reparation. When it come down to us, it's like, you got to go ahead and do it. So they getting free stuff. But I don't know, because I'm being biased, and people say, you're black, so you're going to think that way. But I don't know. It's like, I don't want to
I
sound
feel as though that it's just like, yeah, they say they had a 400-year head start. Yes, we did, but also how long has slavery been over?
How long has slavery been over? And we still are not really prospering. I mean,
We're not
I should say we're prospering. Entertainment, we're prospering.
Entertainment and sports.
Entertainment, sports. It's pretty much just all entertainment. But that's like, all right, yeah, you guys, don't want to try to say anything over there, but yeah, you guys are good for entertainment. That's great. Do that. All right, but it's more things that we do, but still not get like building and this and that. I'm just saying though, at the end of the day, this can get deeper than deeper. I feel as though it still messes up. It's a mind. It is a mindset. Once you program your mind, or you program the next generation, and like, all right, boom, you ain't gonna. It keeps on going. It keeps on going. It's almost like a track record until somebody really breaks it, which will lead us to our next thing, what we was talking about earlier. It's like with the killing, and over again.
Well, yeah, but what are African Americans doing as a whole to break the cycle? They're not doing anything to better the situation. You have certain ones that are, but as a race in a whole, no one's really helping each other. No one's pulling each other up. Even with the whites, the Asians, they all come together, help each other out. Same thing with all the Hispanics. They come together and help each other out. We're the only race that doesn't help each other out at all.
Yeah, let me ask you this.
Same thing. That's how you go with another saying of the slave mindset. When back in the day, no one spoke the same language,
right.
So there was no way to really help each other. Still today, we certain people can speak the same language. We still don't help each other. That's still a slave mindset. Why does the African American race not help each other? If you see one person struggling, instead of saying, "Oh yeah, I got this. I'm in a better situation than them, and this, all this, and that," why not try to help that person out?
You got a good point there. I don't understand, but once again, is it set up? Is it designed? Is it designed that way? When we did have it, but it's kind of crazy because take it back when we was just looking at something. It was black cities that was prosperous. Tulsa, Oklahoma, when they bombed it, they had their own thing. It seemed like anytime we get something, Rosewood, I think it was an area of South Carolina. Forgive me guys for not totally like knowing that part of history. Forgive me, I'm not trying to sound ignorant, but I know it was other black cities that we were prospering and doing things in, and they destroyed it. So it's like when we were doing something, they want to destroy it and take it away from us. So it's like, it seems like when we always trying to do something, like when we always have a movement, and I guess what you're trying to say right now, yes, we are in a state of confusion. But then it seemed like when we got together, me and you, we got our mindset together. We'll pull another friend in, you'll pull a friend in. We're all thinking like-minded, and then we go ahead and start our communities, and then we start trying to build it up. They're going to send somebody in there to always seem like they infiltrate us, because it's something like, if we get together and become powerful, we can take over this whole thing. As in, and I'm not trying to.
How many years ago was that?
No, I'm talking about now. Even now, we get that. They're going to send somebody in there to infiltrate it. It's like that's what they always do, and they're always somehow, some way. They keep us in a confused state. They keep us in there, keep us in a confused state right now. Just when they throw COVID on there, get you off of this.
Do they keep us in a confused state, or do we keep allowing them to keep us in a confused state?
It's probably both. It's probably both. I'm not gonna lie. You have weak-minded people out here that's like, oh well, whatever the government or whoever tells me, that's cool. And then you got some people that can actually think outside of the box. So I think it's both. Me personally, though, I mean, can't speak for everybody else. What you think?
I mean, I feel as though a lot of people allow them to keep them in a confused state. They don't really think outside of the box. I feel as though if we really banded together, things would be different.
All right, so then band together, things would be different. But the thing is, how? And I think that's the key thing is, how will we band together? It's like, you get somebody, they thinking that we all have to come. Like when people would say, all right, reparations for black people or this and that.
Well, the first way to band together really is to stop killing people that look exactly like you, for one. That's really the first way.
real talk on that one. Real talk on that one because Philly was really hot this year, and that's
last year.
oh, you're right.
They starting up this year already.
Yeah, and that I think that's the kicker, man. It's $4.99. I don't know this is, but it was $4.99 murders. It probably was 470 or 80 of them was people that probably look like us, man. And they're like, be honest with you, bro. Like that's sickening, man. Really, man.
Now that's the first word to band together. Like how are you gonna hurt someone that looks exactly like you? Like it's messed up when a white person or another race hurts a black male or female, whoever it may be. But I'm not gonna say it's more understandable, but at least they're not the same race. How dumb does it look for your own race to kill someone else? But then you turn to them and want them to respect you. You can't even respect your own race. Why are you trying to look for their respect?
And it was never, yeah. So at the end of the day, so what you're saying though, just to even get started is fix inside your area first.
That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It all starts within your community.
Then I could roll with that. I was like, if you guys could start in your own community, it's like what you call it, like different cells. It's like, oh, we over here in this part of town. We over here trying to do it over here. And if everybody can come do it, that would be nice though.
I'm saying you got to start within your own community, even if it's a small change. Like I'll use rappers for instance. You know, Young Thug. You know, very famous rapper right now. Remember, he paid Lil Baby to stop being in the hood and to start rapping. He paid him. Now look at we all know Lil Baby.
I didn't know that. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Even Lil Baby with his little homies, you know, they're all strung out on pills and everything. I remember he gave his homies like $40,000 in cash. It could have been more to stop taking the pills and get in the studio and start rapping. Now, whether he did it or not, like, you know, his little friend, I don't know. I didn't hear more in the story.
Okay.
But you see how they're trying to make a change.
I got you. I hope more people look at it that way. Then, like, even if you do it, it's cool. They gave them incentives to go ahead and do something.
Not saying you gotta pay people to change, but I'm just trying to give few examples. Like even Lil Yachty, for example, not the greatest rapper.
Oh damn, dog, you really staying down there in Atlanta, though. But all right, go ahead. Go ahead. I know. Go ahead, dog. I'm just messing with you.
Lil Yachty, for example,
right.
he said he spent over $1 million trying to get his friends, to do something, whether it was rapping, start a business or something.
Right.
None of them wanted to do nothing.
Wow.
Now, you can't help people who don't want to do anything.
Right.
But it's still, they took the initiative to help people who were in their community. That's something that us, African Americans, we don't do. We think, oh, well, if we made it, that's good. Y'all got to figure it out.
Right.
We need to figure out how, like, as a community, to really make a change. That's the only way to really establish ourselves and pull ourselves up.
Sharp. Look, man, if we do that, then first thing first, I like what you said with your initial, stop the killing. I know it's not going to stop because
it's the world.
It's the world. You can't have good without bad. It's the yin and the yang. So we already know that's always going to be. It would never be violence. That stop violence. It would never. So my main thing is if we can at least get on that page, like-minded people need to get together. Need to be like-minded people. When you get like-minded people, once they come together, I feel as though you can't have I want the phone or I want the computer. All right, look, we got to come together, phone and computer, and we all go on to that one. We worry about the next topic, and I think that's the only way that we're going to be able to come together because everyone has good ideas, but it's all over the place, and they need to come to one point. Mm-hmm. But the first point, like you said, is if we can start like taking each other out at a rapid rate, at like the way that we're doing. But man, look.
Yeah, that'll be the way we ended off. Just we need to stop the violence. That's the first way to help boost us as a whole. Anything else you'd like to add?
Nah, man. Look, you guys enjoy your 2021, and we definitely gonna see you back again. Keep on bringing it for you guys.
All right, stay safe.
Take care.